And the whole blind thing, I guess he finally figured out what glasses were and is not condemning all your team to miss on every single Titan for the rest of your lives, forever. And that's not going to change. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we are doing a brand new hero breakdown on Wukong costume. Looks like this little hipster just jumped out of the washing machine. What's going on here? He's got 728 on his attack, 690 on his defense. He has 1053 on his health. Statistically, the attack power, it's okay. Defense, it's eh. He's got an okay health total there. I'm appreciating that health total for sure. He's running at average speed. He is a costume, which means he gives you a bonus. You get an attack bonus of 5%, defensive bonus of 5%, health bonus of 10%, and a mana bonus of 5%. So what this means is once you level up the costume version and the regular version, they both are going to take advantage of those costume bonuses. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a turn-based Dark Fantasy RPG. If you want a huge head start raid, all you gotta do, click on the link in the description. If you're a new player in the next 30 days, you'll receive 1 clan boss key, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, 5 mystery shards, 50 gems, 50,000 silver, and 1 free epic champion, shaman, all your treasure. It's waiting for you right over here. As far as this hero special, he deals 210% damage to all enemies. The caster gets minus 20% defense for 3 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. Totally changed this hero completely. It's pretty wild now because he just deals a whole bunch of damage. And the whole blind thing, I guess he finally figured out what glasses were and is not condemning all your team to miss on every single Titan for the rest of your lives, forever. And that's not going to change. But it does change with this costume. He just deals a bunch of damage and that's it. And then he's also giving negative side effects to himself. So with this version, he is going to get Paladin Emblems. I believe the original version is going to be Monk Emblems. So when you throw some Monk Emblems on him, you are now being converted over to Paladin, which seems a little bit weird for Paladin Emblems on him. It's going to be getting a little bit of bonus to where he stays alive, so that's going to be kind of cool. If you're throwing emblems on this guy, I would probably just go the route to where you're just increasing the attack. So go attack, defense, and health, because if you're using them, you're just going to want him to just deal a whole bunch of damage and that's it. So when we take a look at his Titan grade, he is going to get a C. He's absolutely awful in the costume version. Terrible. Do not use the costume version on Titan. I repeat, do not do it. It's a bad idea. Use the regular version. Maybe a little bit less bad. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's amazing. The regular version on Titan, but this one, not so good. The only thing he's doing is just dealing damage to the enemies. He doesn't have that high of attack power. He's going to get the C grade. Not to mention he's also impacting his defense negatively. I don't appreciate that. When we take a look at him offensively, he is kind of cool. It's pretty interesting to see this version come out to where now he can be more aggressive, to where he just deals damage. So if you use like a Guardian Jackal, to where you're giving elemental defensive down, and then you use, you know, Wukong costume, you just deal a whole bunch of damage. It's pretty sweet. I do like that. He is currently going to get a B+ grade. Now I will say these grades are currently compared against other 5 stars and 4 stars as well. When we look at his tank grade, he is going to get a B- grade there. It may seem kind of appealing to be dealing 210 damage to all enemies, but unfortunately, his defense is not that high, and he's giving himself negative side effects for it. I do like that the negative side effect is only applied to himself, so that is a little bit of a factor, but unfortunately 210%, I don't know if I can justify throwing him on the defense with that being the case of him just murdering himself. And it's not a ton of damage, it's gonna hurt, but it's really not gonna be end of the world at 210. So he's gonna get a B- grade there. Now, when we look at his flank grade, I do like this character in the flank position with him running at average speed, and he's also dealing damage to everybody. That is kind of sweet. I do like that a little bit, but again, he's still a 4-star. And then he is going to get another B grade in the wing. Again, with him running at average speed, he's impacting all the board. He's dealing damage to everybody. Everybody's going to get some damage, doesn't matter where they're at. And then at that point, with the negative 20% defense, you're kind of in the end stages of things, and you're hoping that you're kind of killing them off. Maybe he gets the nod on defense, but I'm not really seeing it too much. I think there are some definitely better characters in the 4 stars that you could be using if you're really desperate for heroes. So overall, defensively, he's going to get a B grade there. Now, when we look at his rush attack grade, he is going to get an A. I do like this. Very fast speed, 210% damage to all enemies. I think you could do this, pair this with a lot of different characters and probably deal some damage. So yeah, even with characters that are going to give like defensive down, that would be really awesome. You've got like Grim as well as Gormak. So those are some other 4 stars with you pairing him with them. They give the defensive down. He's going to come over the top and deal some damage. So it could be used. And then on buff, he is going to get a C grade. I don't like him at all there, obviously, because he's going to give himself negative defensive for 3 turns. You're kind of helping out the enemies a little bit. I don't appreciate that. And not to mention, it can't be dispelled either. So even if you try and increase your defense, it's not going to impact him at all. So I don't really think that it's a good idea to use him on buff. Now on Bloody Battle, he is going to get the A grade there. And again, keep in mind that these weekly raid grades, these are compared against other 4 stars. So in Bloody Battle, I do like this character. Like I mentioned, kind of in Rush Attack, with him paired with any character that's going to give defensive down, you can just deal a whole bunch of damage. So I do like that quite a bit, and can kind of go into the end stages. Now, unfortunately, obviously, he's got the negative defense issue there, but I think that it still gets some usage there. So he is going to get an overall grade of a B. Unfortunately, he shines a little bit in the weekly raids. Maybe that's enough to justify it. Maybe you justify it by leveling him up, so the regular version is going to get the bonuses. But I don't know if I really see him being used all that much in general. Maybe he gets some offensive work, but I don't know. I think he's a little bit too fringe, but I could be dead wrong on this. Maybe he's just really awesome, but I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it on defense. I'm definitely not seeing it on the Titans. So let me know in the comments. I really appreciate all the support. Make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks so much for checking out.